Welcome to today's session. I, Dr. V. Naresh. Today we are discussing on S3 bucket and its configuration for hosting website. So we will start with S3. I already logged into my AWS management console. Now I just selected S3 in my search box. So this is my S3 service. Now I am going to create a bucket by clicking on this create bucket. I have selected the default North Virginia region and going with the general purpose bucket type and selecting the name. So let me type Naresh website 123 KLU. This is the bucket name I created. Okay. Now bucket ownership I am selecting as ACL enabled. Now bucket ownership I am going with the by default one. Then the default one we have block all public access. I just click on uncheck and I acknowledge that the current setting might result in the bucket and the objects within the becoming public. So this is what I have confirmed here. Now as part of this experiment I am also enabling bucket versioning. So I have selected enabling. Now I am going with the default information, that is, for example, key I am using key and value I am using value here. Now add tag, then going with the default encryption and bucket key type which is already enabled. So I am not going with any advanced settings as of now. I am just clicking on create bucket. So I have removed this and verifying all the bucket names and all, everything is perfect. So now you can see here successfully created bucket with the name of Naresh website 123 KLU. So first we have created a bucket. So and that bucket I have made it as publicly available. Now the second step is we need to select the bucket that we have created and also verify whether you are in the North Virginia and whether the bucket is accessible publicly or not. This you can verify. And now just click on that bucket and go to properties. Go to properties. You can come down. You have various options here, out of which you can select the final one, that is static website hosting, because as part of this experiment we are trying to host a website in our S3 bucket, right? So for that regard we must enable this static website hosting option. So for that regard you can see already static website hosting is disabled. Now I want to make it into enable. For that I need to click on edit, then click on enable, select host a static website, then keep the name of the file. So for example you want to add a file called text.html, so you can type it as text.html. Now keep it as error.html, right? So you can keep like this and save the changes. Now click on permissions, go to the permissions tab, You have various options here. You already given the public access for this particular bucket. Now you can give a bucket policy permissions here. So how to give the bucket policy permissions? There is a way here. Just click on edit, go to policy generator and copy this ARN, go to policy generator tab, select S3 bucket policy, then effect should be allow, principals should be star and AWS service. Then as part of the actions you can select get object. You can come down here, select get object option, verify it again, go to G role. Yeah, you can see here in the middle you will find get object, select that, then copy the ARN and paste here. Okay, and click on add statement. You see the statement was added here. Then click on generate a policy. So for that, the policy generated in the JSON format you can copy here and you can paste here in the bucket policy. See, edit bucket policy, here you can paste your JSON format, and you need to do small change here, that is whatever the UI site that you want to upload in your S3 bucket, make sure all the files should be applicable, right? So the policy that you are giving must be applicable for even sub files also. So for that regard you have to keep /star. Okay, so then all the files which are available in this particular bucket, okay, are applicable for this particular policy. So you can just click on save changes. You see, successfully edited bucket policy, right? So policy got prepared, as well as your properties also prepared. So all these are prepared, right? Now if you click on this particular link, you will find an 403 not found or 404 not found error. Why? Because you have not yet uploaded any document in this particular bucket. That is the reason why this is the client side error. 40 series, 403, 404, all the series are comes under into client side errors. 503, 504 all comes under into server side error. 200 will comes under into success. So now you got this particular page. Now what you can do here is you can go to the bucket objects, okay, and you need to upload the file into this particular bucket. So which file you want to upload as part of our experiment? See, experiment 2, you can see in InLab all these process have been done already. Just now you can see all the steps were done. 403 forbidden error also coming, and the policy is also added. Everything was done. Now here as part of step 2, what you are doing is you are taking this particular link, okay, copying from that particular file, and you can paste here and click. The moment when you do this, the one file was downloaded for you. You see, one file was downloaded for you. Just open that particular file, unzip or extract this particular file, click on extract. Okay, for that this particular file you got, and in this you have all the files. See, all these files are there, isn't it or not? So all these files, and out of which I want to take this particular text.html file as the main file. So that is the reason why in the static website hosting, while enabling, I kept text.html as a main file. So whichever the file you want to keep it as a main, that file only you are asked to keep as a main file. Okay. So now what you have to do here is, you can straight away go to your bucket. Okay, you can go to the bucket and select the appropriate bucket here and go to objects, and here you can upload all the files. Select all the files like this, drag and drop over here, so that all the files will be added here. Now at the time of uploading the files itself, what you need to do is, you just go down, go to the properties, and come down, slowly come down. You can see by default standard storage class is selected. Okay, let it be, you can keep like that only. And coming to the server side, by default whatever is there, let us go with that, and checksums also let us go with the by default options. All the rest of all are optional as a tag, and click on metadata. You see in the document, it is clearly mentioned that while uploading the file you need to do these specific changes. Okay, header file must have cache control, value must be maximum hyphen age equals to 0. This is going to be enabling now. You see here, while uploading I am selecting metadata. Okay, so click on add metadata. Now here the type should be system defined, and key should be cache control, and value should be max hyphen age equals to 0. Okay, like that you are uploading the file here. You see, now a particular file is going to be uploaded. In that all the supporting files are there, like CSS file, JavaScript files, okay, also HTML files. All the supporting files are there in this. All are going to be uploaded here, and metadata is also applicable for this. Okay, now you see upload success, right? So just click on close here, go to the property, come down. Okay, this is the link. We have already opened this link, right? So just click on a refresh button, and you can see the UI came, right? You can see that particular static page that we have uploaded in our bucket is now open, and you can see it is too cold for my cat. We live in a city called, choose a city, so we have various cities are there. Okay, you can select any city here. Okay, you can select any city and click for a bot response. Okay, just click on ask weather bot. The moment when you click on, it will be showing you that the weather in the Agoda is 20 degrees. I think this is for too cold for cats. Okay, so this kind of results you are getting here, isn't it or not? And also apart from this, if you want to do any modifications in this, okay, if you want to do any kind of modifications in this particular UI, you can always change that. So that is what our experiment is all talking about. You see here, I just wanted to see the same result I got, yes or not, as per the document, yes. Now I want to change this, a little minor changes I want to change for this particular uploading. As part of step 3, instead of too cold for my cat to too hot for my cat, so I want to change this. Okay, even after changing that also, at the time of uploading this file, remember we need to apply this condition, metadata condition over the file that you are re-uploading. Okay, so that means header should be cache control and value must be max hyphen age equals to 0. We need to double cross check and we need to get the final output. Okay, so let us try for that. Now everything is fine. Go to your object, all are there, all the files are there. So total objects are 10. You can see all the total objects are 10 as of now. You can also enable show version here. Now what I would like to do here, I want to go to my local storage and I want to edit this text. How to do that? Let me open a notepad and select a file. I am opening the file that recently downloaded. Select all the files, go to text, select it. Now you see here there is a statement in h1 tag that is too cold, right? I just wanted to change that into hot. In place of cold I want to add it as hot and save it. Just save it. Okay. Now you see I am going to uploading this particular file alone into my bucket. So how to do that? I can click on upload button, add files, go to the web page and select the text file. I recently got edited, you see, select that, right? While uploading this, remember the same options you need to apply here again for the metadata. So click on add metadata, select system defined, choose cache control and value must be max hyphen age equals to 0. Okay. Now I am just uploading this. Now see here, uploaded, succeeded. Yes, very good. Now you see the changes. See the changes. Go to objects and click here show version. The moment when you click on show version, the objects are changed from 10 to 11. Why? Because we have added a latest text.html file. Always remember, AWS will take always the latest files. See, this is in 19 seconds and this is 58. This is 20 minutes by 10:20. You can see now this is updated, got updated in 10:24, right? So this file is taking, the latest file is taking. Okay, so we have got observed this. Now let us try for the same link. Just earlier it is too cold for my cat, right? Now if you just click on refresh, if you just click on refresh button, you see, you can see the change here from too cold to too hot for my cat. So this is what your experiment. Okay, this is how we can successfully make our bot available on our S3 bucket by hosting this static page, right? So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this session and thank you very much. Yeah, we will continue this for the next skill experiment also. Thank you.